It's Saul Canelo Alvarez. He's 172 centimeters tall with a reach of 179. And he'll be facing Saul Canelo Alvarez, a 4-division multi-time world champion. Quite simply, one of the greatest of all time. Terence Bud Crawford, one of the pound-for-pound best in the world, fighting out of Nebraska, USA, one of the greatest of all time.
Look at this. These fights are so up for it. Look at that.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a 4-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez. Fighting out of the blue corner from Omaha, Nebraska, here is an acclaimed 3-division champion of the world, Terence Bud Crawford.
These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got to walk the walk.
Todd, I'm going to stay here till the end of the night because if you're a fight fan like me, this is what I live for.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. After months of uncertainty, we finally have a fight. That jab misses. Not many of the people in the division hit like them. You can really feel the buzz in the air tonight. So much hype here in this arena.
Can you imagine walking into this, Todd? Walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name. You can't even hear your corner man whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
The left hook can't miss. Some real good back and forth between these 2 fighters.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Oh, a stiff jab. The straight right just misses. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Big hooks upstairs. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight.
On to the second round. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This counter-fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Not so rigid anymore with the stance. far, the offense has been better than the defense. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Perfect counter shot. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Alvarez in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the tournament's got to put a fight.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
To beat a counterpuncher, you've got to keep them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Crawford in trouble. Apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Oh, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Terence Crawford just got rocked. And now they're right back into the fray.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back in.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Crawford's legs are all over the place. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Crawford is dazed. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
There's the bell for round 4. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Well, this won't sit well with their opponent. He's going to shake off the... Oh, wait a minute! Crawford may be ready to go down. Disaster averted.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
And they figure out the combination to this safe.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
that hook. They have no respect for each other's punching power. He threw a punch and just got countered. Nope, that jab not going to score. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Dominance, without a doubt, make it look so easy.
Back into the fray here in round 5. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you're thinking, you've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin, a pickpocket there.
Trying to fight like Roy Jones Jr. now, bouncing on the toes. Nice counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself down trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Let's go with that right uppercut. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they...
Let's start the 6th. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Straight right just misses. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. We're trying to relax a little bit now. Fight a little differently. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a cusp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other. Because
whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. Misses with the jab. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Here we go. It's round 7. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Looks like they're going to mix up their strategy a little bit here. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Shoulder right there. Crawford's legs are all over the place. And it appears they weathered the storm. Now I'm not sure.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will you do? What do they tell him when he goes to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Did you see that? We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
And they're back at it again here in round 8. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
God, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
They both want a knockout, you can tell. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Crawford is dazed. Well, it's go back to the drawing board time, a unanimous decision victory.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down.